Hey there, Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, Gemini Rising. Welcome to your bonus reading for the next 4 weeks or so while the Sun is still in Aquarius. I wanted to see if we could get some additional help and guidance from Spirit for everybody. You have, wow, okay. You have sacral chakra work going on. This card is about the sacral chakra. This card is about the sacral chakra. So you have the card here of desires. It says goals, passions, cravings, fulfillment, but this card says relaxation. Calcite. When we push really hard to get what we want, when we are pushing so hard, we create blockages. We stop the energy from being able to flow easily to us. And so there's a need to pull your energy in somewhat and do a little relaxing. They're telling me to check the book on this one. There's something in particular they want you to know about this calcite. So let's just see what that is. It resonates and amplifies the energy of inner peace and deep relaxation. Open now and receive the okay, so connects deeply with your, wrong one. Strengthens the bones and the skeletal system, brings inner peace and tranquility, calms the mind, balances the heart, and facilitates a deep state of relaxation. You are being reminded to take some time for yourself. All right, so while the sun is transiting Aquarius, okay. Look, Mars has slowed everything way the frick down for you, right? Hanging out in your sign. Nothing's been happening. Nothing's been moving. He finally stationed direct, but it's going to take him a little while. It is going to take him throughout this Aquarius sun sign season for him to get back up to speed, okay? And so while he's starting to pick up speed, you are going over things you've already gone over. And so there were some things under review. This is the third pass over the degrees of 8 to 24. That's a big chunk. And it's such a big chunk because it literally means all of, no matter where your planets or placements are in Gemini, they have been affected by this because it is a 10-degree orb. And so that's everything. So everything, even if it didn't back all the way through there, it felt that energy. And Mercury is just finally going direct. And Mercury this year is going to actually have 4 retrogrades. And so I don't want you to feel like you've got to be ready on the jump. And even though there was a lot of power that came through with this new moon, and we're like, it's the new year and let's get going, and all the planets are moving forward, and it's true. They're saying take your time to get up to speed. Don't push yourself too far. It's almost as though because of all the retrograde and the really slowing down energy that totally affected you. More than any other sign, you got affected by this. Everybody was feeling it. You guys were having it. Really, it was like being frozen in place. And it's almost as though you need the thaw to happen naturally. You don't want to be applying heat to the thawing process because you will damage some aspect of whatever it is that you're trying, your energy or whatever, in order to move things forward. And so while you're still in the silence, the slowness, it is time to focus on what do you want? Like the energy is still slow. And so it's a chance to really go over the details of what you want, figuring out what your goals are, what are you passionate about, what do you truly desire to change in your life that will allow you to feel fulfilled. And so this is more of inside work than action taking. And that's why they want you to relax. Because in the quiet and the stillness, in the energy here of allowing yourself to gather your energy, it feels almost like the Kundalini energy rising, right? The more you allow yourself to build up your energetic stores, when the time comes, you will have it to move forward with. And so right now, though, it's about clearing out the fog, right? The brain fog, and being very clear on what it is you want. Because while everything was so slow, it was even hard to consider, well, what is it I want? It was more about what don't I want? I think there was a lot of us going, yeah, no, I don't want that. Like, you're figuring out what we don't want was sort of what was going on. But no, what do you want? Right? And so while it was a chance to try things out and see what worked and what didn't work, but now it's time to start figuring out, okay, it's sort of like, I tell people that, like if you want a job that's a little bit different, then you ask to go do a job shadow, right? So that you can have a chance to go in there and see what it's like, and then you'll be like, yeah, no, I don't want that. I think it's more important sometimes to figure out what you don't want than to narrow your choices of what you do want. And so you've had this opportunity. Now it's time to start thinking about, okay, what have I learned over the course of the last 4 months, right? Well, since October, 29th, 30th, when Mars went into retrograde, right? But he was slowing way the heck down before he got there. And so it's really been since like, the middle of October there, where it's been like painfully slow. And so now you have the chance to go, okay, but I know what I don't want. What do I want? What do I want? And so you have here, whisper secrets in the moonlight, find strength in the stillness, and sometimes the greatest magic lies in the smallest of forms. So this is both the honeybee and the owl here. And so they're saying that the sweetness and the wisdom in life, and again, that honey has the same color tones as the sacral chakra. And so it is about figuring out, honey is where they store, there's so much energy stored in honey, right? It's a sweetener, yes, but it's so condensed that a little bit of honey has such a pop of energy. And so it is about being still in the winter cycle. It doesn't matter if you're in the northern hemisphere, the summer hemisphere. Energetically still being in that winter cycle. Spring happens when Mars gets into Cancer, and then the summer cycle for having an explosion of energy is when he's going to make his way into Leo, because air feeds fire. And that's a lot of fire. That's doubled fired, right? And so he's gathering his energy in the air sign right now to be very explosive, which hopefully will be explosive in a good way when he gets there. And so right now, it is about taking the time to relax and figuring out where you are and what it is that you want to do next. And it is in finding your own sense of purpose. They're saying, wow. To know, so that when that's the wisdom, right? The experience and everything comes together in that wisdom. So it's still quiet for you right now. And don't worry about it. Okay. So you have the spider. It's very creative energy. You have the armadillo. That's being guarded. It's again, and armadillos do a lot of their work in the darkness. This is the medicine cards. I do have the information in the description box below, but I really find these fascinating. Armor all of my boundaries, teach me my shields, reflect all the hurt so I will not yield. It's about having safe and healthy boundaries. I didn't know this. Armadillos can roll into a ball and never be penetrated by their enemies. So this is very protective, pulling your energy in to give you the opportunity to figure out what you want to create. Because the spider medicine is definitely about creative medicine. And the horse medicine is about having the assistance when you need it. It kind of wanted to come out. It didn't really want to come out. So I feel like it's the next energy that comes in. So I feel like right now it's about protecting your quiet, creative space to figure out what you want. And when you're ready to go, and it may be toward the end of this Aquarius season that you start to feel like things are getting up to speed. You have assistance. You have the wisdom. Horses are very wise, but they also, it's about somebody coming in to help you at the right moment, bringing you exactly what you need. So it may be information that you need, or maybe some other kind of assistance, but that's what's going on right now. So right now, protecting your space, like really allowing yourself to continue the nurturing process, to allow yourself to continue to gather your energy, to take care of that in order to have the abundance and the creative explosion of energy that comes forward soon, very soon. I'm curious. I just want to kind of take a look, because Mars is being such a big player. I know that when we get to the middle of April, Mercury again goes into shadow. And so I feel like March is going to be a really important month for you, but maybe even a little before that. And let me see if I can tell when he starts. Okay, yeah. So by the middle of February, Mars gets up to speed again, and he starts doing his usual moving a degree in about 3 days kind of energy. In fact, he gets there right after that full moon. So the full moon is on the 5th. And at the full moon, he's still taking 4 days to complete a degree. But after that, then he's up to his usual rhythm. So that full moon is going to kind of launch things for you in a way that you'll find very beneficial. And all the planets will be moving direct at that time. And I think for you, it's going to be this big relief and this big release of energy. And so right now in this creative, kind of slow moving energy, it's time to figure out, what the heck do you really want? What do you want? And it's about nurturing yourself and gathering your energy and taking care of yourself and being relaxed. If you haven't had a vacation in a while, maybe now's a good time to take one, because it's going to speed up. And so if you need that midwinter break, this would be a good time to do that. Like, really take care of yourself in a way that benefits you. So these, are you kidding me, are messages from Spirit. That's a lot. So what I've been doing is been figuring out, using the pendulum, which one they want me to read completely and which ones I can kind of skim through, because I don't think you want to sit here and listen to me read these completely. I could be wrong, maybe you do, but I don't really want to. We could be here forever. This one? And, okay. Wow. All right. They want two. These two right here, this one talks about how everything's uncertain right now. And right now, the advice we have for you is this: try something new, do something different. You won't know what it feels like or what it looks like. And so again, it's that exploration. It's about trying things, but not really fully committing to it. As you think, so will you experience life. So that's why, coming from it, when you have your energy back, coming from an energetic, relaxed state, that's how you're going to experience life. And so if you're still feeling muddled and confused, this would not be the time to making major decisions and doing things, right? So you want to have clarity and you want to have energy. And so coming from a relaxed, refreshed, renewed state would definitely make things better. So it says, meditate and leave judgment out of the mix. Everyone has fearful thoughts. Love them and love yourself. And then choose the thoughts you want the world to reflect back to you. Life is not as hard as you may think. And so here, when you have this, what do you really want? They're asking you do you want to live in fear, or do you want to live in the hope? Right? And what's the sweet thing? What is it? And so really allowing yourself to get there. Okay, here we go. Dearest you, did you know? These are messages that I say from your ancestors. Did you know that when you stop fighting and accept everything exactly as it is right now, miracles start to happen? There is freedom. This is the horse. The horse is about freedom. And so I think this is the energy that is coming in. There is freedom in this kind of radical acceptance. Let go of unrealistic expectations and see things as they really are, not how you would like them to be, and you will be surprised how everything seems to fall into place. When you refuse to accept things, life gets messy. You act messy and your world stays in chaos, tension, and disarray. So again, choose the energy that you want to be in. But don't try to force a change or manipulate circumstances. Instead, learn about what is in front of you and face it with your eyes fully open. And then you can decide to stay or go, sink or swim, move away or stay still. Acceptance is the key to freedom and opens the door to real opportunities waiting to be discovered. Set yourself and others free. And so it's time to relax, to see things for what they are, and to allow yourself to gain your energy and your strength for the choices that you want to make. And choosing to live in a state of relaxation and in curiosity and in love is just really, and knowing that you are supported by the universe, right? So, this is interesting. This card of desires, again, goals, passion, cravings, and fulfillment. And I can't show you the whole picture because of YouTube here, but just a naked lady going, reaching out for what she wants, right? Like, I desire this. So this is intimacy. There is a difference between sexuality and sensuality and intimacy. And people sometimes, their fear of intimacy, they substitute sensuality and sexuality for it. You can have all of that. That's nice. But they're not the same things. And so you'll have to do your own self-evaluation of that situation. Intimacy is sometimes scary. It means you have to let someone else get to know the real you, not the perfect, flawless mask you wear for others. It is time to reveal the cool one, the passionate one, the imperfect one that is totally you, without artifice or walls. Yes, you will be exposed and vulnerable for a time. The armadillo. It could be that the armadillo is saying, are you too self-protecting? And again, that's up for you to decide. I think, and sometimes, and I believe that all of us go through a time when we're very vulnerable and we learn to put up boundaries. And is there someone in our life that comes along and we think, I have to let down my walls? That's so scary, right? If you had to learn how to protect yourself. And so learning to successfully discern and decide when the time is right for that, that's a journey all unto itself. So, yes, it will be exposed and vulnerable for a time, but it'll be so worth it. This is the only way you will know true closeness with others, and you will also be close to spirit and to us. There is an amazing freedom, and again, that freedom comes up when you let go and just be yourself with another or a group. Release from the invisible bindings, that which keeps you from intimacy, is truly empowering. So we may support you wholeheartedly in this choice. You will know yourself better, and we hope learn to love yourself as much as we do. Life is about who we are with others, so share it. You'll be so glad you did. Bees work together in groups. They rely on each other. Oh, I didn't understand this. Oh, I'm dyslexic, and so I'm sorry. It says, they're asking, so may we support you wholeheartedly in this choice. So Spirit wants to know, your ancestors and your guides want to know, this is the support. They want to know if you're willing to take the risk, and if they are, will you call on them and ask them to come along and help you? So as scary as whatever this is, this new thing that you're trying to create in your life, don't forget to ask your ancestors, your spirit guide team, for help. They're saying we're here for you and we want to be there for you, but we can only act on your behalf if you ask us to, because you have free will choice. They can't just run in and save you. They can't come in and help you and show you the way or show you the next opportunity. Well, they can show you the opportunity, but they can't push you through the door. They can't do things for you on your behalf without your permission. And so have you been out there on your own trying to do it, or do you remember that you're a part of the spiritual community, these bees, right? They're trying to create sweetness, not just for you, but for those around you. And so remember to ask for the help. That's why it didn't really come out. That's why the horse was kind of there, but not really there. Because you have to ask for the help. And if you're all curled up in a ball with all your safe, healthy boundaries, it's stifling your ability to create something. And so this relaxation, yes, you need to be relaxed, but it might actually be about relaxing your boundaries a little, being open and vulnerable, and expressing what it is you desire and what your goals are and what you really want, so you can invite those opportunities in. And so ask for the help you need in order to get there. Okay, that was the message. Took me a while to get there. Sorry about that, Gemini. Haven't had enough caffeine yet. All right, you guys take really good care of yourself. Weekly readings come out on Sundays. And next week, a week from now, you'll get your full moon in Leo reading. So we'll be interested to see what kind of a big release comes from that. All right, you guys take great care. I'm on Facebook every day if you want to join me over there. I'll talk to you soon.